Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Please like and share the program. Like and share on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Let us have this very quick one. It's going to be a very quick program. Remember, we have a lot to do today. Today is Sunday. So let's have our Sunday sermon as quick as we can. Speak about important things that concerns us. It is something we have signed up for, and we will continue to do what we have to do to see that the message is passed. So I welcome everyone who has connected and yet to be connected, including those who are going to watch this very program later. I appreciate every one of you, and I wish you a very happy Sunday. Thank you for connecting. Please share and invite someone. Invite someone. Don't be here all alone. Make sure you share the program in your platform. Make sure you share to family and friends. Just make sure you bring one person to this very program. It is very important because our mission here is to carry everybody along. And we must do everything humanly possible to make Biafrans aware. Thank you so much for joining. While you are joining, sharing, I'm also sharing on my own side to also connect to people who are going to join us on Facebook, because it is very important that we carry this message to the ends of the world. They try to make us small, but no matter how they try, we will not allow them to succeed. So I welcome everyone who has connected. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you wherever you are joining us from. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being part of the program. Today is Sunday, and we are engaging in our Sunday devotional program. For every Christian that is watching us, our Biafran Christians and Christians all over the world, we wish you a happy Sunday. Some of us has gone to church and come back. For me, I am a Christian. I have gone and come back. Some are still preparing to go. Some are still on their way, and some are still in the churches. Wherever you are and you are able to connect to us, we appreciate you. But I must let you know that I am also a Christian, but my Christianity does not stop me from being a Biafran. My Christianity is not at war with my Biafranness. After going to church to pray and worship Chukwu Okike Abiama, I still have to come back and speak about my freedom, which is one of the most important things that is before me now. Every one of us must continue to hold on to the restoration of Biafra. Remember, it is the number one thing that we must think about in all times. A lot has happened within the week. So many incidents have happened. So many things have happened. Some we saw, some we didn't see. All I'm going to tell you today in this very short program is to let you know that you must have to be strong. You must have to be strong. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, there is nothing you will see today that has not happened before. There is nothing you hear today that you have had before. There is no attack that will come today that we have not faced in the past. The only thing I will tell you is to continue to stand strong and stand firm. Do not get distracted. You're welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining from. My fellow Biafrans, the enemy of the Biafran people are not stopping, and they are not going to stop. If you think they will stop, think again. They will never ever stop. Every day, they are increasing in the attack. Every day, they are increasing in their techniques. The only thing we have to do is to stay strong. The Pharaoh we are up against will never stop. They will always bring one strategy or the other to keep us down and keep us stand still. I bet you our enemy knows that the end has come. Our enemies know that they will never defeat us. Our enemies know that we have conquered, but they do not want to accept defeat. They don't want to accept defeat. But no matter they accept it or not, they cannot change it. What we are seeing today is the fight of a dying horse. There is a recent distraction that they are planning. Pay attention. There is a recent distraction that the Zoological Republic is planning, and we must not allow ourselves to be captured into that deception. I have said in several of my videos, if you're one of those that have been watching me all the time, anytime we are about to make a major progress in anything, anytime we are about to make a major progress in the restoration of Biafra, there will be a blackmail strategy by the zoo. Just watch out. Anytime there is a major success coming, you are going to see a blackmail. And when we overcome that blackmail, what you're going to see is victory. Each time we overcome that blackmail, you're going to see victory. They have done it once, twice, thrice. They will still do it again until we leave the zoo. When the restoration of Biafra was cooked and done for getting out, they saw that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not going back. What did they do? They went and kidnapped him from Kenya. And they continue to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya up to now, even against international law. Even when the international community has told them to release him, they refuse. Up to this moment. After they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they did not know that they have just opened the gate of hell for themselves. They didn't know that they just draw Biafra closer. If they had known what they know today, they would never ever make a move for kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If the enemy of Biafrans, the caliphates, the Janjaweed and the saboteurs, if they knew what they know today, they will never ever make an attempt to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When they saw that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was a threat, the whole country was against him. Everybody was against him. They preached against him. They went ahead to contribute money, plan different kinds of ways to kidnap him. After they have succeeded, they now realize that they have just started the battle. And what did they do? They begin to paint Mazen Nnamdi Kanu angel. They call him angel. They call him different. They use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to promote their own personal agenda. This we have seen time and time again. But the more they continue to do all these things, begin to think, what is their target? The only reason why they are showering praises on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today is to destroy the image of our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, to take away the attention of the Biafrans from Mazen Simon Ekpa. That is the only target. They will tell you how good Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, how beautiful he is, how great things he has done, how he is pursuing a good agenda. And they will tell you, Simon Ekpa is destroying Biafra land. A lie from the pit of hell. You and I know that Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, is government in exile, is today building on the foundation laid by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, keeping the legacy alive. That is all he's doing. And they hate him with all God. This they did because they knew that the time was coming. When they saw the time coming, they took Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then they didn't know that they draw us close. It brought out a new dimension openly. While the new dimension was making progress with a speed, when they saw that a new dimension was making progress, they created IPOB Nigeria. In IPOB Nigeria, in that same time, they created the Peter Obi presidential whatever. They call it the Igbo presidency. They thought that they were going to distract us with the Igbo presidency to water down the pressure that was there. I can bet you that was during the time of autopilot. It was in a high. The restoration of Biafra was really on autopilot, moving with a great speed. What did they do? They brought in the IPOB Nigeria. They introduced what they call it, they introduced the Igbo presidency, which was a fraud and a lie. We came online, our prime minister gingered us, told us the fact about it. I was preaching every day, telling no election, no election, no election. P2B is not going to win. P2B is not going to make any difference. We shouted and shouted on different platforms. Nobody paid attention. Nobody paid attention. They pretended as if they were not hearing us. Nobody paid a single attention. We were shouting, don't go to P2B. There is nothing like Igbo election. They will never vote you. You will never become a president. No election. Even Mazen Nandekanu gave us the instruction that the last opportunity was during the time of Atiku and Obi. That was the last chance. They missed it. Mazen Nandekanu said, there will be no more election in Biafra. They used that to water down the pressure of the autopilot because they say the Biafran speed was too much. And they succeeded. They watered down the speed. The IPOB Nigeria was created. Some people began to think of different, oh, maybe P2B can give a chance. Oh, maybe if P2B wins, this can happen. Maybe if this happens. But we knew that P2B will never win. We knew. Even though he was the most qualified, he would never ever win. It doesn't matter. It's not about qualification. That is one lie that some people don't want to accept. Nigeria issue is not about qualification. What gives you status in Nigeria, what gives you an upper hand in Nigeria is not because you are qualified. It is not. It is how connected you are. There is a written agreement in the Zoological Republic that nobody from the southeastern part of Nigeria will become a president. No Igbo person will become a president. It is something, an oath taken as one to. But when we said it, some idiot allowed themselves to be used to water down our pressure of freedom. And they succeeded to an extent. To an extent, they succeeded. They won the IPOB in Nigeria. They took away some people who began to think about P2B. But the Prime Minister of Biafra, who is the New Dimension, stood strong. And so many of us, we were still speaking and we were standing on our ground. We refused to participate. We preached and preached and preached and preached. At the end of the day, it was only 5 million people were able to cast their vote in the entire Biafra land, southeast and south-south. 5 million, less than even. This 5 million was an increased number because when you go actually to the right figure, it will never get up to that. But we give them their 5 million. They did their election. In the same fraudulent election, at the end of the day, they gave it to the man who they wanted to put there. The London boy went back to base, began to dream again. He began to dream again, began to build the alliance again in the north. All these are distractions. Igbo presidency was a distraction, a great distraction. They only tried to use us to legitimize Nigeria because they knew that Nigeria has ended. The international communities themselves know that Nigeria is not one, will never be one, and is not even existing. The international community knows. But they are waiting for you to act. They are waiting for you to do something. When they saw that we are doing something, they used that very election to distract us. But thank you, that we succeeded. At the end of the day, all things turn to our own good. We have now come to conduct our self-referendum. In that self-referendum, we have used 49 million votes and more to counter the 5 million that voted in that very Nigeria election. The vote that Biafrans have gotten to exist from Nigeria is greater than the entire vote that the president of Nigeria today has. That speaks volume. There is no sensible person on the planet Earth today that will see that a people, 49 million plus people voted to have an independent state, and you continue to support the subjugation of those people because of 1 or 2 votes. It doesn't happen. No reasonable government of the world today will support that Nigeria will continue to hold Biafra. No reasonable organization today will support Biafra for remaining in Nigeria because the outspoken word of the Biafran is that they are no longer interested in the contraption called Nigeria. It does not matter how you feel. Your wickedness, your envy, your jealousy, your idiocy cannot change anything. It is plain before the whole world. Practically, Through our self-referendum, the Biafrans have shown that they are no longer interested in the zoo. And as we speak, international media are keying in gradually. Independent media, investigative journalists have come to Biafra land to investigate our self-referendum, and they confirm that the self-referendum of Biafran people is real. It is not a drama. Independent media has come, investigative journalists have come, and they gave their report, which our Prime Minister posted on X. And more revelations are going to come about that self-referendum. Today, it has become very, very clear that Biafrans are going to exit the zoo. No government of the world will close their eyes after seeing 49 plus million people asking for freedom. Where again on the planet Earth do you have such number of people asking for their independence? Most of the people they are supporting today, they are not even up to 5 million. People who are crying for their freedom, they are not even up to 15 million. But we are 49 million plus, still counting. Why wouldn't they have their independence? Tell me why. It has become very clear that the Biafrans are going. But what baffles me is that at this time, when we are ready to get out of the zoo, when the whole world understood that Biafrans are ready to go, when even our enemy know that we are ready, they are trying to play a new game. That is my pain. That every time Nigeria will play this propaganda against Biafra, they use our own Biafran people to play that propaganda. Why is it like that? Why is it there are still people who are willing to give themselves to be used as propaganda, even when they know that the end has come? Why is it so? Why is it that some people do not care about their own life or their personality or their integrity? They don't care. We have seen a video that emerged where a man who is supposed to be respected as an Igbo man, a person who is supposed to be respected as an intellectual, today has become an idiot. I am talking about Emeka Anyoko, the former Secretary General to the Commonwealth. This man has been there, has been watching the drama that is happening in Nigeria. He never spoke. This man, in his presence, his own brother was kidnapped from Kenya, extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria, and they continue to hold him against it. He did not use his position as a former Secretary General of Commonwealth to demand for the unconditional release of his brother. He never made that move. He kept mute. He has been there. Biafra land is under lock and key, under the oppression of the zoo. Military men are burning houses, taking innocent life in the streets of Biafra. This idiot called Emeka Anyoko has been there. He never uttered a word. Today, after Chukwu Okeke Abiama have removed some idiots who has been in the stumbling block, today he is now the next saboteur that they found. They have found Emeka Anyoko to drag him to Asorok to come and begin to advocate for one Nigeria again, changing of a constitution that never existed, changing of a constitution for a country that doesn't even exist, and he called himself an intellectual, and he expects us to respect him. Only an idiot at this point in time does not know that Nigeria is not existing anywhere. We have had video emerging from right, left, and center, how they have sold the Zoological Republic in advance. They have used the wealth in Biafra land to borrow money. These idiots that call themselves intellectuals in Biafra land cannot speak, ask questions regarding these issues. But what they are doing is to drag us. They drag us into their idiocy. They drag us into their stupidity. They drag us into their wickedness. How long shall we continue to allow ourselves to be used and abused? Go and check in every federal government offices in Nigeria, in their military, their police, their spokesperson is always from Biafra land. When they do their dirty job, they use the Biafran people to come and defend their idiocy, defend their criminal, defend their wrongdoings. That is what you are good as a Biafran. Is it not yet time when an appointment will be given to somebody in Biafra and you say, I will not take that appointment? Is it not time you begin to reject those idiotic appointments they give to you? Today, Emeka Anyoko of all people is the person they found as somebody they are going to use to create a distraction in the restoration of Biafra. Talking about regional government, pointing at regional government, pointing at things that he knows are not obtainable in the zoo. Where has this idiot been all this while? Where has he been? Today we already have a date. We already have a date of the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, the Prime Minister of Biafra have spoken and said, we are moving to the direction. Today, Biafrans has conducted a referendum. In the referendum, 49 million plus people has voted and said they want an independent state of Biafra. Where is this man who called himself intellectual? Where is this Emeka Anyoko? Where has he been? The Prime Minister have announced the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra that is going to happen by December 2nd. The Prime Minister have announced about our convention that's taking place November, December. Where has this idiot been? Where has he been? He never altered a word. He never made a statement. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention now for almost 3 years and plus. A man who committed no crime. He didn't commit any crime. The international community, of which Emeka Anyoko served in, the Commonwealth's former Secretary General, he never used that his power to demand for the unconditional release of his brother. I have never seen any video where they said Emeka Anyoko was calling for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I never seen any. If there is, tell me. Emeka Anyoko, who claimed to be representing the man that was in that position that he claims to be in now, that very man who he claimed to be representing his predecessor, was begging and asking, told Muhammad Buhari, give me Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a president. Give me Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a president before I die. That man did not receive that honor until he died. Where is Emeka Anyoko? Where has he been? I've forgotten the name of that man, Wabike or Wazirike or something like that. Not the. I've forgotten his name. When I remember his name, I will mention his name. Who begged Muhammad Buhari to please release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for me? Release him for me. Let that be a present for me before I die. They ignored that man and they died. Today he claimed to be the predecessor of the man, and he's in Asorot, advocating for one Nigeria. Who did this to you? Every elite politician that is in Biafra land, these people are all bunch of clowns. The only thing they do is to protect that image, that fraudulent image that Nigeria has given them. The fraudulent image that Nigeria have created for them, that is what they are very, very serious in protecting. They are not there for you. They claim to be patriotic, but they are not patriotic to anybody, not even to the Nigeria they're talking about. Not to any single citizen of Nigeria, whether south, east, southwest. No politician is patriotic. No elite is patriotic to the citizens. No. The people that had patriotism during the Biafran Civil War, they returned every single certificate that was given to them by Britain. They returned it back to British. Every certificate that was offered to them in the name of British, they denounced it and returned it back. So many of our intellectuals, they returned it back to show that they do no longer permit and allow this nonsense to happen. But what do you do today? What we see today is that the idiotic people who call themselves politicians continue to embrace the slave master. They continue to move closer to the slave master. They continue to indulge and engage in things that will enslave us the more. That is what we see on a daily basis. What we see on a daily basis is them engaging on things that will enslave us the more. There is no single politician that is patriotic to this idiotic nation called Nigeria. No, not even one. They do not represent the people. This man who called himself Emeka Anyoko, who is sitting down in Asorok to begin to create an impression that the Biafrans are still interested in the zoo, that idiot is representing himself. Because if he is representing the presence of the Biafrans where he is, he should know that 49 million plus people has voted that they no longer want to be part of the zoo. What he should be talking about where he has gone is a referendum, for them to conduct their own referendum if they do not agree with us. If they do not agree with the referendum that the Biafran people have conducted by themselves, they should conduct their own and bring the result, and let's see. What he should be talking about is the creation of the freedom of the Biafran people through his own means. But what was he doing? Even if you watch the full program, you will see him talking about all the failures of Nigeria. You will see him narrating how Nigeria has failed from time to time, how they have made moves for how Nigeria does not have a constitution. He will say all those things. At the end of the day, he's still advocating. He is still advocating for us to remain and begin to die in this very nonsense. They have always used us as a means to build their evil empire. And this man who claimed to be intellectual, how is it that he has forgotten that every time the Biafrans have made a move to rescue the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, it brings death to us? Check it from the time of their independence up to date. From the time of their fake independence up to date, every time we make a move to rescue Nigeria, not to form Biafra, to rescue Nigeria, it has always brought death. Not one, not two, not twice. When the civil war you saw, the Nigerian civil war you saw, that they later translated the revolution that young officers of the zoo conducted to be Igbo coup, that revolution was conducted to save Nigeria. The revolution that was conducted led by Chukwu Makaduna Nzogu was not to create Biafra. That revolution was to redeem Nigeria for what is coming. And the agenda and their plan was to put Awolowo as the president. Awolowo is not an Igbo man. Awolowo that they wanted to put there is not an Igbo man. But because the majority of the intellectual and the sensible officers that were there then were all Igbos, because the Igbos occupy the most majority places where they use their brain normally. Simply because of the fact that they were majority, they translated that revolution to be an Igbo coup, a revolution conducted by the young officers of Nigeria to save Nigeria, only because the person that led it is an Igbo man. To rescue Nigeria, what did they do? They brought death upon us. We lost more than 5 million people. Up to this day, we are still suffering the effect of trying to redeem Nigeria. Aguiyi came again, brought a unitary system to unite Nigeria, make it one, and make everybody belonging. What did they do? They murdered him. They murdered Aguiyi. Today, there is no stone laid everywhere, anywhere to remember Aguiyi, who introduced the unitary system to unite everybody. Some of them today, they hate him because of that. Some people today will tell you, is it an Aguiyi? Is it not a Biafran man that put everybody together? Everybody was on his own, and then he come and bring it. You see? They will say, oh, are you not the people that brought people together? Before, everybody was on their own. It was a regional government. But Aguiyi came and brought unitary system. Because of that unitary system, look at what happened. They blame Aguiyi for trying to put the country together. The second time, Biafrans made a move to rescue the zoo, it brought death. Aguiyi lost his life in that very issue. Up to today, as we speak, there is no stone laid anywhere to represent him or remember him. It didn't stop there. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, did not go to war. When they were trying to bring war to us, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu told them, bring a political solution to this problem. Since you do not want us in your own territory, let us think of what we do. Let us go back. Let us move away from this unitary system and form something different. Regional government, restructuring, so that people will be on their own. Another Igbo man trying to rescue the zoo. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, was not calling for Biafra. He was calling for regional government. Since they say that unitary government, they don't like it because it was an Igbo man who introduced it. They don't want that unity. They want it to... Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu say, okay, let us be on our own. Every region their own. They didn't listen. He took them all the way to Ghana in Aburi. They went to Ghana in the book. What did they go to discuss? Regional government, restructuring. Every man be on your own. Let's see be that way. Since you don't want the unitary, let us be that way. They refused it. The same people, they refused it. The same people who wanted a Gironsi, they refused it. They said they don't want it. Instead of them accepting it, they later accepted it in Ghana. When they came back, they rejected it. And they now brought war upon us. And we lost more than 5 million people. And today, when they want to tell you that story, they are not going to tell you what's wrong we have done. There is no sensible, genuine person that will take the history of Nigeria today and find one mistake that we have done. Every place we have, the only mistake Biafran was made is that we decided to be in Nigeria. The greatest mistake Biafran have always made is trying to build Nigeria, trying to make Nigeria one. That is the greatest mistake any Biafran has ever made in life, and we continue to make. The greatest mistake a Biafran will continue to make in his life is to continue to think that you can make Nigeria one. Anytime you make that move, you are an idiot. You bring death upon your people and upon yourself. You bring curse upon yourself. Our eternal leader tried and tried. What did they brought war? This is another time. I have mentioned about three occasions where Biafrans majorly tried to rescue the zoo. It didn't stop there. Do you know that our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, made a move also to rescue the zoo? Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, protesters in London, he did a protest in London, which the video is everywhere, where he was protesting for one Nigeria to make it better. Do you know that our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, when the governor met him after they released him in 2016, when they released him, the governors met him in a meeting. In that meeting, the governors talked to him about restructuring, that they want to go for restructuring. Our supreme leader Nandekano told them, if you want to go for restructuring, go ahead, bring that restructuring. When you bring the restructuring, we are going to show it to the Biafran people. If they accept it, I will not object to it. But for me to drop what I have, when you have not given me anything nor had something to offer, I will not use the struggle of Biafra as a bet to go and get the restructuring. They had that discussion with the governors. The governors said, okay, knowing fully well that these governors are not working for the Biafran people, they are not working for you nor for me. What did they go? Instead of going to bring restructuring, what did they do? The government went, the governors, the politicians, they ganged up together. They went and brought Python dance. The only thing they could be able to bring back was to go and plan on how to eliminate Mazen Nandekano. The only thing that they could bring was to go and plan how to take the life of Mazen Nandekano. And of course, you know what happened in Python dance? Python dance, thousands of people lost their life in Biafra land. The main important ones you can see is that 28 men were gunned down in the home of Mazen Nandekano. Jack, his dog, was also murdered. That Python dance took the life of the parents of Mazen Nandekano. His mother and his father were buried on the same day. Mazen Nandekano was not able to attend their burial. Mazen Nandekano narrowly escaped death, and for good 1 year we didn't hear from him until Mazen Nandekano resurfaced in Israel. Because Mazen Nandekano gave them an opportunity for a good Nigeria. Because Mazen Nandekano allowed them to try their so-called Nigeria. What did you see? Instead of bringing their so-called Nigeria, they brought death. 4 good times, major moves were made to rescue the zoo. It is not to create Biafra, to rescue their Nigeria, but every time we make that move, it brought death. What makes you think that something is going to change now? What makes you think that something... The hatred they have in Biafran land, the hatred the West and Nigerian society have against us is unimaginable, and there is nothing you can do to please them. Look at their so-called protests. They were conducting protests. Before they started, we told them we will not participate. We will not be part of it. Do whatever you want to your tent, O Israel. Instead of them concentrating on their protest, their campaign was to drag Biafrans into it. And because Chukwu Okike Abiama leave it, because the man who is in charge today in the new dimension under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, he cannot be distracted. Mazi Simon Ekpa from day one, when he joined the struggle, knew what he came for. And he said, I will not be in this struggle for good 5 years with nothing to show. They know that you can't distract him. They have tried every means to create distraction. They couldn't succeed. When we said we will not be part of their so-called protest, what did they do? They began to use their propaganda to drag us into it. You go to all social media networks, they are talking, oh, the Igbo people are the one conducting the protest. The Igbo people are the one doing the protest. P2P is the one doing it through the Igbo people. Simon Ekpa is the one doing it through the Igbo people. It was all about Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Even when we made it clearly known to them that we are not part of it and we will never be part of it, they continue to push that narrative up to this minute. And yet, you that is called an Igbo man, you can't wake up. Emeka Anyoko still have the guts to go and sit beside the drug baron in Asorok and begin to talk about one Nigeria. Emeka Anyoko is going to Asorok to create another means of the destruction of life for Biafran people, to go and invite the zoo to come and take life for Biafran people. Our Prime Minister had given him the instruction, apologize to Biafrans and withdraw from that nonsense move before it is too late. The appearance you see Emeka Anyoko made in Asorok is to create an impression that the Biafrans are still with them. That is the impression. And they make this move every time we are making progress. They make this move. Every particular time Biafrans are making progress, they will always make this move. We have seen it once, twice, thrice. Anytime we are making progress, you will see them make that move. They always do it. It is not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. Biafrans, we have to be smart. We have to be smart. And I strongly believe that we are smart. It is no longer business as usual. As you know, the Judas will always be there. Those willing tools will always be there. But I bet you, the people who are ready to go home are much more in number than the saboteurs. The greater number of Biafran people are much ready. And in this era, under the command of our Prime Minister, I have no doubt that we are going home. There is no single doubt in my heart, in my mind and in my soul that we are going home. Every day I wake up, I go to the Twitter handle of our Prime Minister, I go to his X handle and I see what is happening. I feel joy inside me that finally the man has arrived. The Messiah we've been praying for has arrived. Our Supreme Damazim Nandekano did a very great work and he completed his assignment. Mazin Nandekano finished his assignment from A to Z. And by his own self, he announced the new dimension. He said, follow him, listen to him, share his videos, obey his instructions. If you refuse to obey, it is up to you. But for us, I can bet you, millions of Biafrans, 99% of Biafrans are ready for what is coming. That is why you must not get distracted. This blackmail they are bringing, that Emeka Anyoko is sponsoring Asorok, do not buy into it. We have tried several times. I have mentioned to you in several occasions where Biafrans made a move for one Nigeria. It brought death. Death to the people that brought it. And that is how it's happening. Nothing is going to change it. The only thing that is going to change the status is for us to focus on our own independence and get out of the zone. And the time is now. The time is now. This narrative of creating a regional government, this narrative of creating a restructuring, this narrative, we are not part of anything that has the title Nigeria in it. We don't want to be part of it. Anything that has that title, Nigeria, we will never be part of. Hear it and hear it clear. Draw your ears and the ears of your neighbor. We will not be part of it. We have done it when we did it foolishly. Not anymore. Not anymore. It does not matter the kind of grammar you speak. It doesn't matter the kind of language you speak. It doesn't matter how many certificates you get. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you like be older than Methuselah and you come out and you ask us to join the One Nigeria move, you are a criminal. You are a murderer. You are not supposed to be respected anywhere. You are not supposed to be respected. You're supposed to be ashamed of yourself. We are in a time of restoration of Biafra. That is the only and ultimate solution to save not only the Biafrans, to save humanity in that contraption called Nigeria. It is to save humanity. If you care about human life, you should support the restoration of Biafra. It is not just for the Biafrans alone. It is not just for me, not for Simon Ekpa, not for Mazen Nandekano, not for you that is watching me. It is for the entire human race to be redeemed. What is happening in the zoo today is something that is uncontrollable. The more you continue to allow this time bomb to gather together, when it will explode, everybody will be gone. And we don't want to wait for that time to come. We do not want for that time to come. Today, the Biafran people, we have made up our mind that the only solution is to disintegrate this entity called Nigeria. That is where we are focused. They have already known that they know that Biafrans this time in 2024, we are in August. Today is August 11. I think it should be August 11, 2024. Biafrans are no longer interested in anything that has to do with the zoological republic. It doesn't matter under which disguise you put it. They know it very well. That is why you see them. That is why you can see a government of a country opening liaison offices, employing liaison officers in its own country. Where have you seen that before? When you hear about liaison offices, it is established abroad. Countries establish liaison offices abroad. That is what we have known about government. Governments establish liaison offices abroad to put their people together and to unite them together. Not in the same country where you have administrators, in the same country where you have governors, you have local government chairmen, yet you are trying to introduce liaison officers and offices. It means that they know that they have lost control in that zoological republic. More especially in Biafran territory, they have lost control. Today, Biafran government is in charge of Biafran territory, whether you like it or not. And if you think it's a joke, every Monday, like tomorrow, go travel around Biafran land. You will see the implication, you will see the result before your own eyes that the Biafran government is in charge. Every Monday, when you look into Biafra, you will see that the government of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, is in charge of the territory. Know this and know peace. Know it and know peace. It doesn't matter whether you hate him, whether you like him, whether you want him, whether you don't want him. It doesn't matter what you think about him. He is in charge, and the Biafran people have chosen him. It is not by words, but in action. Through their self-referendum, 49 million plus people voted him in. They say, go ahead, we are with you. It is not a joke. And I bet you, no government in this world will see that result and look down on Biafra. No government in this world, no organization will see that result and look down on Biafra. I pity those idiotic people who are scared. They want to protect what they are getting in the zoo. Please, if you are in this program, please click like. We have almost 90 people watching and only 24 people can like. Click like so that other people can join us. Like and share this video. Click like and share. Very important. That is the only way you can support me here. That is the only way you can support the struggle. You can support the information. Spread this information. Click like and share. Very important. My fellow Biafrans, we have come to a stage whereby every one of us have to remove fear. Mazen Nandekano said, we are fearless in the presence of our enemy. That is absolute truth. We are fearless in the presence of our enemy. It doesn't matter under which area, under what they are operating. It does not matter what they operate, under which these guys are operating. Our focus is Biafra. Gone are the days when we shed tears. When we were crying, we cried and cried and cried, and they laughed at us. Gone are the days when we are protesting. We protest, we raise only flag, we raise our flag up, we protest. They open fire, and many Biafrans lost their life. Gone are those days. Gone are those days when we walk away, walk around with our placard, we gather to pray, and they open fire, and we cry, and they laughed. Gone are those days. Gone are those days when we send petitions to the United Nations, to the EU, the United States, to Amnesty International, to African Union. We wrote petition, we send details, we give confirmations, we give credible informations. Nobody paid attention. Instead, they were laughing at us. They were laughing at us. Gone are those days. Gone are those days when we complain. When we come, we complain and complain. Gone are those days. Gone are those days of agitation. Gone are those days of agitation. When you just come online, you say, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. Gone are those days. We are in the time of the restoration of independence of Biafra. We are in the time of restoration. Hear me and hear me clear. We are no longer agitating. This is the difference between us and the IPOB Nigeria. Up till this minute, the IPOB Nigeria are still in agitation. Obi is a boy, Obi is a boy. When Obi is going to grow to be a man? What time will Obi grow to become a man? When? When is it going to happen? The IPOB Nigeria, up till this minute, in 2024, August 11, if you find any one of them that still have the liver to come out and preach, if you still find any one of them that have the liver to come out and on camera and talk, go and see what they are talking. They are still speaking about agitation. They are still agitating. We have left them behind. We are in the restoration of the state of Biafra. And we didn't just say it and go to sleep. The Prime Minister of Biafra, they have brought out the template in ABC. We are pursuing the restoration of Biafra in three multi-dimensional systems. Three multi-dimensional systems. One, we are pursuing Biafra in armed struggle. Call it self-defense. Two, we are pursuing Biafra democratically. We are pursuing Biafra politically. Secondly, politically, we are pursuing Biafra politically. In that political move, that is where you find our self-referendum vote. And you can see 49 million counted on the second phase. We will soon enter the third phase. After the third phase, before the final result that will come November, December, I bet you before then you are going to go up to 50 million Biafrans voting for Biafra. That is massive, massive success. Politically, massive success. We know that they told us that politics is a game of number. Don't forget that. Politics, they say, is a game of number. Right? And they say majority carries the vote. How can you tell us to be in Nigeria because of the little people who are not up to 1%? How can you see 50 million vote and you still want Biafran to live in Nigeria? It is impossible. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. And when you come about the third phase, I have spoken about the armed struggle, which our Liberation Army is conducting today. Our Liberation Army is on the ground, taking out all the terrorists in uniform and off uniform. I have spoken about the political means. The political means when you get the self-referendum, then you come to the diplomatic level. That is the third phase. Armed struggle, which is self-defense, politically, which we can refer to in this our self-referendum, and then diplomatic measure. In our diplomatic measure, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, under his command, the Biafran government has been able to establish liaison offices across the world. And everywhere we have liaison offices, they have tendered letter of recognition. It is not done in secret. There is no place where we are where we are doing things in secret. Everywhere Biafrans are, we tender letter of recognition to the government of that are hosting us, to the host government. Biafra is not fought under the cupboard. It is not fought under the keyboard. It's not fought online. You know, they used to call us online country. They don't say it anymore. There was a time they were calling online country under the agitation. But today, they can't say that anymore because things are happening. We have our offices abroad. The headquarters of Biafran government in Baltimore is functional 24/7. As if that is not enough, Biafran government have been able to employ the service of one of the best lobbyist firm in DC. One of the best lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. Everything I'm telling you here is verifiable. Go and verify by yourself. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you not to ask anybody. Ask your Google. Go and verify. Our lobbyists, their name is in the public. Former MPs in the United States. Former MP in the United States. And so many of them, many good number of them, they have visited our headquarters in Baltimore, United States. There is nothing hidden when it comes to the restoration of Biafra in 2024. In the era of our Prime Minister, he doesn't hide anything. Everything I'm telling you today, they are in the public. Go to the platform of Prime Minister, you will going to see every single thing I say, they are there. I'm just here to remind you and keep the fire burning. I am not revealing anything to you here that is a secret. There is nothing that is a secret. As far as the restoration of Biafra is concerned, it is done in the open. See me, I see you. What you give is what you take. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, if you have not yet keyed in, sorry for you. If you are a Biafran, this time you have not yet keyed in, sorry, no. That is all I got to tell you. But let me tell you, it does not matter whether you support, whether you don't support, whether you follow, whether you don't follow. Biafra will come with or without you. That you are supporting Biafra today is for your own benefit. You are going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That you are supporting the establishment of the state of Biafra, you are doing it for yourself. Everything I'm doing here, I am doing for myself, not for you. If you do good, you do yourself. If you do bad, you do yourself. In the restoration of Biafra, you can't stop it. There is no way. They never born you. They never born you. Even the West know that the time has come. The West know. And many people are already coming in. Alliances are coming secretly. So many of them have declared alliance, but they don't want to announce it openly. Many countries are already on the side of Biafra. What is going to stop us from having our nation? Nothing. Not even the devil himself. Not even the devil himself. Because this project is the project of Chukwu Abiyama. Nobody can stop it. Nobody. They never born you. The only thing you have to do, the only good you have to do for yourself is to key in into this struggle. Biafran land will be defended after the declaration. Just like yesterday, Saturday, you saw Biafrans coming out to support Biafra. You saw Biafrans coming out in the fundraising. Biafrans are coming in fundraising, raising fund. And when you come to that fundraising, you see most especially middle class people giving their currency, giving their money for the restoration of Biafra. If you have not started supporting financially, please start doing that now. If you have not yet started making financial contribution to the restoration of Biafra, start doing it now. Start now. The link is out there. It is done 24/7. You don't wait until only the day of fundraising. Any minute of the day, you can go there, follow the link in the program. Once you follow the link, make sure you are following the right link. And then you make your payment. Your receipt will come to you automatically. Then you can submit your receipt and keep it for yourself. Or the day of fundraising, you can come and announce it. Yesterday, it was amazing. And I appreciate every one of us that participated in that fundraising yesterday. May Chukwu and prosper you. Whatever you contribute, you're going to get it back in 100 folds. We know today there are some Biafrans that are business-minded. Some of us are very business-minded. There is nothing wrong in being business-minded. There's nothing wrong in it. It becomes a problem when you begin to go to an extreme. But because we know whom we are, that is why our Prime Minister have brought out another means to engage people to join and support Biafra. That is why the IOU loan is introduced. The IOU loan is a loan you give to Biafra, and after Biafra have come, you will get back your loan with 100% interest. Anything you contribute in the restoration of Biafra through IOU loan, you are going to get it back with 100% interest after the restoration of Biafra. This is something that was introduced so that you won't say, oh, because this is my money, I don't, because I'm scared. Your money will be given back to you with 100% interest after the restoration of Biafra. That is how the IOU loan operates. If you want to participate in it, go to the website, follow the website and make application. You'll be attended to, or you can contact any one of us on the media. Any one of us on the media, contact us. We are going to direct you to the right authority, the finance minister, and he will direct you on how to go about the IOU loan. The IOU loan comes with a lot of benefits. It is not only for the Biafran people. If you are not a Biafran, we know there are so many people who are not Biafrans, but they like our cause. Some of them are even already applying for citizenship. If you want to support the Biafran cause, in the IOU loan, you can go through that support. You are going to get back whatever contribution you have made with 100% interest. You get it back with 100% interest. And after the restoration of Biafra, other benefits are going to follow. If you want to make that donation, go and apply on our website, or you can reach out to any media warrior, media of the Biafra Republic of Exile. We will direct you on how to go about that. There is also another section that's being opened, another means for those who want to discuss with our Prime Minister directly. There are some money bags. There's people who, we know that we have Biafra that have money. We have wealthy Biafra. I'm talking about wealthy men, people that are controlling billions in dollars, in pounds, in many hard currencies. Biafran people. But some of them do not have the conviction to support the struggle. If you want to engage our Prime Minister one-on-one, there is a means to do that. You send in your letter of meeting through the website. When you send in your letter of meeting, our Prime Minister will meet you one-on-one. He is having that meeting every week. Every week. All these things are being done so that you will not give an excuse tomorrow. You will not have any excuse to give and say, oh, it's because of this I did not support. Oh, because they didn't tell me. Oh, because I wasn't too sure. Oh, because I didn't understand. There is no excuse. That is why the law of Biafra is going to be very, very strict. After the restoration of Biafra, the law of Biafra will decide your fate, will decide my fate, and it's going to be very strict. For every single thing we are doing today, internet never forgets. Record is being kept. A time is going to come when you are going to need the help of Biafra, and we will refer to your record. Your record is going to tell how much Biafra is going to commit to support you or to help you. Make haste while the sun shines. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiam, do not allow anything to deceive you. Not this time. Not in 2024. If you have been able to make it up to this minute, if you have succeeded and you made it to this time, you have no reason to fall. And if you fail, you are going to regret it even in your grave. So I urge you to stay strong wherever you are. I appreciate everyone that has participated in this program, wherever you join us from. Today, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is visiting Africa. Please join the program. The program is going to start, I think, by 6 p.m. Biafran time. The program is going to start 6 p.m. Biafran time in the next few hours or so. I think it's almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time. In the next few hours, the program is going to start. Our Prime Minister is going to have a town hall meeting with Africa. So wherever you are, key in into that time. You can join the Zoom. We have shared the Zoom link. If you are in my WhatsApp group or in other WhatsApp group that belong to Biafran people, you are going to see. Or if you want to go to the Prime Minister's X handle. Once you go to the Prime Minister X handle, you are going to see the link. The link so that you can join the town hall meeting. The Prime Minister is meeting with Africans, all the African Biafrans in Africa. All the Biafrans in African nation, anyway, and you that is living abroad, you can equally join. You can join the program. Everybody's allowed. So the Zoom is going to start 6 p.m. Yeah, that's 6 p.m. Biafran time. So wherever you are, join. Let us go and prepare for that very program. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate every one of you that have been able to connect. Please try to join our Prime Minister on that very town hall meeting that is going to start 6 p.m. Biafran time. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I'm going to try to see if I can be able to stream it live over here. If I cannot be able to stream it live, I will stream it on Chooks for Survivor. You can check on Chooks for Survivor or here. I will try and make sure I stream it so that everybody can be able to connect. And if you want to join live, ask questions. If you want to ask our Prime Minister a question, you want to join and ask questions, join the Zoom. The Zoom link will be shared. Join the Zoom. Already the Zoom link is shared. People that are in my platform, people that are in my private WhatsApp, they have gotten the Zoom link already because I shared it there. So if you want to join, you can join. So if you go to the X handle of our Prime Minister, I believe he has shared the link also. The link is shared. So everyone should connect and join our Prime Minister on that visit. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect every Biafrans across the world, wherever you are, in the east, west, north, south, any place you are. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our liberation army, the resistant fighters, the strike force, all the people fighting for the Biafran people on the ground. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. Our Black Marine, our Air Force, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land, all the officials. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every member of the Biafran cabinet. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okike will guide him, protect him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secure him, save him from all troubles and temptation. Give him good health, give him strength, grant him healing. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Whatever poison they inject into his body, Chukwu Okike will turn it to a nutrient and give him more life. We are going to celebrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his lifetime as a hero. He will come out and join us very soon. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. Thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect. I will see you again tomorrow. Please join me on tomorrow morning's program. I start my morning tomorrow morning 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. every morning. Join us tomorrow 8:30 a.m. Please click your notification bell now. If you don't have it on, make sure you touch your notification bell. Keep it on. And also subscribe if you are not so. Join me in the morning tomorrow by 8 p.m. Biafra, 8 a.m. Biafra time. 8 a.m. Biafra time. Join me so that we can be able to speak and talk about what is happening. And again, tomorrow is sit at home, Monday. Don't forget the sit at home. The sit at home continues until we leave the zoo. Nothing is going to stop it. Sit at home continue. And also prepare for the one that is coming. 1 month lockdown of Biafran territory. 1 month lockdown of all the offices. This one is targeted at offices, the offices of the zoo in Biafran, all the ministry, federal ministry, state ministry, and local ministry. They will all be locked down for 1 month. It is going to start very soon. But tomorrow, we are having our Monday sit at home while we wait for the announcement of the 1 month lockdown. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next time. Stay blessed and remain faithful. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. Freedom or die.